Hey, and what is going on, guys? Welcome to Chris's Crew. Today I'm going to talk about the 12 positive things in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. And the first thing what I want to talk about is the great graphics. If you just look around in the maps, the graphics of the game, they just look phenomenal. I just love the way the graphics are. And I know I said in the last video that I don't like the things that are too in the map, that they are like too futuristic, but I have to say a big thumbs up anyways to the map, to the quality of the game. If you look to cars in the game, they just look phenomenal, and it's just a really big thumbs up to the map quality, or the graphics I should say. And another really cool things in the map, they have dynamic things moving around all the time and things happening. Now in the map where I am playing now on is a volcano, and at some point in the map you hear an alarm going off, and they're saying like the volcano is gonna get an eruption. And that's something that includes with the dynamic maps. It's just really cool that they've added that in the feature. Now you don't have always the boring things, but you have things where you have to watch out, and you know, things that are just happening in the game, which is really awesome. Now another thing is what I want to talk about is the smooth movement of the game, and this includes the double jump as well, kinda, but just in overall the movements when you're jumping and just moving a character, it feels like it's more smooth instead of if we compare it to an old Call of Duty that you cannot really do anything else. And I'm not talking this time about Call of Duty Ghosts or Black Ops 2, I'm just talking about Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2, these kind of games. This movement is just way smoother. Now the double jumper I was going to talk about is basically a disadvantage and a good thing, I should say. Why is it a disadvantage? When you're just pressing it accidentally and just happens, you just jump in midair, you just don't expect it, and there's an enemy right in front of you also shooting at you, and you launch up in the game in the middle of a fight, I should say, and you're not expecting it. That can be really annoying, but that's why it's a disadvantage. However, it's also a good positive advantage when you're shooting at someone and you just do it on purpose, double jumping just in air to get out of there, or just trying to avoid him to hit you anymore. You know, that's really good things. Now another good thing is that there are no spawn traps, and what do I mean with that? Nobody spawns at the same location. However, I said they can spawn in your back, but I mean you cannot keep killing them on the same spot. They won't spawn right in front of you anymore. They usually spawn in your back. But you know, you cannot spawn trap anymore. They take it out. The spawns are really good now this time, and I really love it. Now I was already talking about the maps, and a really good thing what I like is bright maps where there's like a lot of light. I like games that are dark, but then it needs to have a purpose. For instance, if you play Destiny, when you go in a cave, I know it's a totally different game, but I mean, when you go to inside a cave, it should be dark, and you know, then it's cool to have dark and then special lighting. But if you compare Call of Duty Advanced Warfare to MW3, MW3 was really dark, it was cold, but this is just a warm, bright feeling that I really like in this game. And then, like I already said, things that help you, or things that happens with the dynamic movements in game. They also have added map features that can help you in game, and this might sound really weird, but I was on a map playing and there was like a massive solar tower or something like that, and the sun was shining on it, and when that happened it could be used to kill your team, or it was killing your team, and the enemies were able to control it, and that's something that can help you in game, and there are multiple things on maps what can do that. And that's just a really positive thing in my opinion. Now another thing what I was talking about is the realistic sound. I've never really heard real gunshots in my life, and I'm actually glad I haven't. But if you have to compare it, the gun sounds, how they sound like, and we put an image in our mind, I should say, the gun sounds really realistic, what I really like actually in a game, that the things or the sounds are based on realistic weapons, and that's something what I really love. The sounds when you're shooting your gun, when it's silent, you really hear that it's like the silenced thing in, you know, you can just hear it, and that's just really cool, and that's what I actually love. Now another thing is that there are really good kill streaks that can help you when you're your team's losing, I should say, using some kill streaks. They can just get your score back up, that you're just winning from the team. And I had a few times in this game that someone calls it an airstrike. I don't know what kill streak it is, but it just eliminated everyone from the team, and we just, from a negative thing with like 10 kills negative or 15 kills negative, it just got us on 10 positive kills. So it's really cool. And then another thing is that we are able to customize your character, the different things which you can put on your character to make it look different. That's really awesome. And then I was talking about these drops. There are drops in this map, like I already said, and they can give you endless professional and elite item or gun upgrades. It just upgrades your gun and it just makes it look really awesome. And then the last thing I want to talk about is the open space in maps. There's always an open space right in the middle where nobody can camp, and I just love it that it's just an open space. It might sound really weird, but it's better to have open space where people come across instead of always these things where they can hand glitch. Now this was actually a video and I ran out of footage. I'm really sorry about that, but I just still hope you enjoyed this video. Now this is the 12 positive things about Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and like I already said, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Now don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and definitely subscribe because I'm going to upload a lot of more Call of Duty Advanced Warfare stuff, I should say, or content. Now anyways guys, Killstreaks here. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Adios.